Hi Capricorn, welcome to your September reading. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to explain to you what the focus for your month is going to be. Also, who could be associated via your focus. And then we're going to segue into the beginning, middle, and end of your September. And then last but not least, we're going to look into what your oracle message is, okay, for this month. So let's just go ahead and get started. So while I shuffle, it's raining, you guys. All right, so while I shuffle, I wanted to let you know that your focus is Aries. Okay, so obviously this means there could be an Aries or whatever house that Aries rules within your natal chart. There could be some type of illumination within that house. I feel like some of you guys are either going to be pushing through something or stepping out for the first time. Maybe doing something new and different. Okay, that's the messages that I was just getting right now. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the beginning of your September. So the beginning of September is the 1st through the 10th of September. Five of Cups, regret, remorse, Eight of Swords. So we're already starting off with this energy of, I feel like someone wants to reconcile. This is an ongoing cycle, or at least this is something that has been done over and over, and I feel like you or whoever this other person is feels as though, you know, like we've done this before. How many times are we going to try to do this cycle? Like it's not worth it. But then there's also someone who wants to. Now, it could be the same person who wants to, but also feels like it's already over, but there's a sense of them wanting to start back over, have a conversation. It seems as though they're not happy with the way things are right now, just simply because they're not comfortable not being with you, or you're not comfortable not being with them. I'm going to go ahead and say I believe it's you who feels as though you want reconciliation, but you could also want the opposite. It just depends on who you are in your situation. So right off the bat, it looks as though this is talking about love, okay? I want some clarification on, I guess, what's been beaten. The Ten of Swords energy. What has been done over and over? I feel like things were said that can't really be taken back. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so there was a decision that you made that now you feel like, okay, did I make the right decision? Yeah, it's definitely with feeling disappointed. Now, what I do like to see about this, it looks as though the feelings that you have of disappointment and the bitterness and all of that good stuff, or bad stuff, it looks like you've moved forward from that situation. But I feel like the reason you moved past it is simply because you had to. Like, it was just something that needed to be done, okay? So there are some lingering feelings that I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah, it was like you had to invest in yourself, or you had to invest in dismantling something because you knew it would never change, or it would never, you know, fit what you wanted or fit what you feel like you deserved, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Now let's figure out some hidden situations. What caused this? Four of Wands. It definitely could have been a situation dealing with family, or just a close person in your life that you love or were in love with. I feel like there was a lot of passion involved, but there was something lacking. What was lacking? What caused this? Or it could be a marriage that caused the situation, or an event that went left and forced you to kind of move on from a certain situation. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords. For some of you, this is about someone being pregnant, or someone wanting you to be pregnant, or you want to get someone pregnant and they were too nervous to do so. Or it could be someone that's pregnant and they were not supposed to be, and it forced you to move on. I do see marriage here. I kind of feel like for some of you, you were dealing with someone who was already in a situation. Or the way that you wanted to live your life, they wanted more or less, just depending on who you are. Meaning like they wanted to take it a step further, and you're like, I'm not ready for that. I really hope you guys can hear me with all of this rain situation that's happening. Okay, so now let's see who's a part of this situation. So who is Capricorn dealing with in the beginning of Capricorn? It's you. You may be dealing with someone that you've been around for a very long time, or someone who has a heavy placements with Saturn. But I do see another Capricorn in the mix here. Okay. I'm feeling masculine energy. Someone who's a little bit more on the prepared side of things, or they're always ready for whatever comes their way. This also could mean that you were just by yourself in the beginning of September and you're just having these thoughts of everything. Son of air. Yeah, I do think you're just thinking. There could also be an air sign in the mix, but I feel like this is someone who maybe a little pessimistic about the future, or they're just having thoughts of like how things could go, but it's nothing structured. It's nothing tangible. It's not here on earth anymore. So in other words, this is a situation that's already been dead and gone. Son of earth. Yeah, I think this is you, Capricorn. I feel like you're trying to think of the future. You're trying to see what would fit what you want in your lifestyle, just around you in general. And what's interesting is I feel like if this is a relationship for you, I'm seeing that this is someone, both of you guys are very masculine. I don't mean like male and female. I mean the energy that you give off. It's like outwardly put, very direct energy. There's not really room for confusion. Everything is said, but also everything is to the point where if someone says they want it one way, another person can't agree, then it's not going to work type of issue. Like it's ultimatums. Not much compromise a part of the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and see how this transforms as we move on to the middle of your September. So I'm starting to kind of already see where this is going for why Aries is here. I feel as though that breaking through, maybe that was the breakup. The breakthrough was the breakup, okay? It's something with like starting something new because something can't work. There has to be new change, a new way of doing things. All right, so the middle of September is the 11th through the 20th. Right away, Two of Cups. I feel like there's a reuniting that's going to happen around this time for you. I also feel like there's a lot of romance. Now, this could be someone new. But with the Princess of Cups, yeah, I do think it's someone new, someone fresh, someone that you're just physically attracted to, but you don't really know much about them, you know, on a spiritual level or anything like that. Something new. I feel like for some of you, it's a little too soon. But I do think it'll make you feel happy and you won't be alone. I feel like some of you make this decision because you don't want to be thinking about what you could have had or whatever. So you're making a decision to make quick change, which is another reason why Aries is here, okay? This person could also be an Aries, and maybe that's why they're stepping in as the focus for your September. I feel as though with this energy, it's something new, and I do think it's very fresh and dynamic. I feel like not just that the person is new, but I feel like the energy that they bring to your life is something totally different. Yeah, we have Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person makes it to where you don't even really think about the other person, but you also don't want to fix things with the other person, you know, like it makes you forget about them in some sort of way. It could also be that this person is some sort of like they don't do a lot of talking. It's almost like this person is very quiet, or they're a person who shows you by example, not by words, if that makes any sense. I feel like they come out of nowhere. This thunder is acting up, y'all. I feel like this person comes out of nowhere and it's an unexpected change that actually ends up being something good for you, or at least gets your mind off of whatever this is. I feel like it kind of erases your loneliness and all of that, you know, all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and see who this sign could be of this person, because they're taking up pretty much all of the middle of your September. Okay, so we have a lot of different signs that this could be. So a lot of Capricorns. A lot of Capricorns are moving on to bigger and better things, okay? So the first sign we have is Gemini. A Gemini sun or a Gemini rising. An Aquarius sun or an Aquarius rising. Someone very beautiful, but also it could be a Taurus or Libra sun or rising. And lastly, we have another Capricorn another Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, so lots of different signs. I'm seeing a lot of Aquarius energy for you and also a lot of air energy for you. So it's someone who really doesn't communicate as much, but for some reason they are able to show like how they feel or whatever the case may be. Interesting. I feel like this is a breath of fresh air for you. All right, so with this unknown situation, what do we not know about this person? Or why don't they communicate as much? What's this Eight of Swords in reverse? Okay, so we have Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles. They're just reserved. They've been hurt in the past, and they are a person who has learned to not really divulge too much of themselves to people that they're just meeting. So they're just shy for some of them. And then for others, it's just a person who's learned, not to give so much away so soon. Okay, so this will probably change as you get to know this person. I do feel like they have some secrets, but not enough to where it would scare you off. Okay, they are reserved. That's the vibe I'm getting for them. This person seems to be either working on building their wealth, or maybe they want a family in the future, but it looks like they want to build. They have some sort of like kink for building or becoming better, progression, ambition. I feel like they have a lot of ambition. Okay. Daughter of Water. Very quiet. Okay, I'm getting a lot of the Pisces energy here. They're very quiet. I feel like they're young, beautiful. They enjoy having a good time, but they're very, very, very shy. Okay, this is a very shy person. It may take a little nudging to get them to open up. And then Ace of Fire. So this connection that you're about to have is going to be full of passion, a lot of adventures, and you guys are going to stand out from the crowd quite a bit. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be long lasting because it is fire, but at the same time it's something very, very bright and passion filled, and like I said, you guys are going to stand out from the crowd. People will notice you. Okay, well, so let's go ahead and move on to the end of your September. Alrighty, so the end of September for Capricorn. Let's see what's happening for you. The dates will be the 21st through the 30th. Uh-oh, King of Swords in reverse. The first thing that the first thing that I felt when this card came out was conversations that aren't nice, okay? Now, usually this is a person, but I feel like it's a conversation. Oh, two people in this conversation. Queen of Swords is showing up in reverse as well. So we got both of the swords, King and Queen, both of them being very rude and having a disagreement to some capacity, okay? Right behind that is Temperance in reverse. Not a calm conversation by any means, and also there could be some intoxication happening, like drinking, and maybe that is what pushes it. We also have the Ace of Swords in reverse, a very, very bad conversation, okay? This is a lot of cussing, a lot of yelling, a lot of arguing, a lot of mean things being said, a lot of things thrown in someone's face is what I feel with this. And the Ace of Cups, it ruins or, shows the darker aspects of this situation, of this person that you're speaking to as well. I'm not sure who this is. Let's figure out. Let's get a little bit more information. Because this could be that new person that you were around and you guys just get into some disagreement because you guys are having too much fun. Or this could be that person that you left behind coming back because they're upset about you being with someone new, or just you guys try to, fix things and it just goes to the left. It doesn't go right, okay? So let's just go ahead and see what signs are involved in the end of your September, okay? Uh-oh, here's that Ten of Wands, that fire energy. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? I kind of feel like the first instinct that I got was that this is that new person because there was a lot of passion. The fire card came out for them as to what the relationship will be like, okay? I feel like this is the type of person, whenever they start to drink, they start to like tell how they really feel, or they get a little too tipsy or something, and you don't like it. Whatever you start to see is the exact opposite of what you were introduced to, and it pushes you the wrong way. I feel like they're also cheap, or you feel like you wasted your money. If you were the person who did everything, you feel like you wasted your money on this person. But what I see here, these are two people who are not backing down from what they feel, and they're being very hurtful with their words, okay? So it's almost like like you may feel like you shouldn't have went this direction with this person. What is this conversation even about? What are you guys arguing about? A lot of air energy, okay? This could also be the new person that you're with and the old person arguing, but that's for a very specific few. All right, the sun. Okay, so you guys may have an argument about what you want. A child, if one of you guys has a child, or also this could be about you, something that you feel is just like, you know, not fair to say, or maybe they say something about your past and you feel very offended by it. Okay, yeah, it's like a secret comes out or something about, you know, maybe if you were married or something that was structured in your life. I feel like someone has an issue with it, or they say something that really pisses you off, whether they knew about it or not, and you get really offended, and I think it goes from there. Okay, I think you are the Queen of Swords. I think you're being very cold and standoffish, but also very rude as well. Yeah, the Star. Okay, it could be that you divulge something that you want out of life, or the way that you feel. It may even be a viewpoint of how you view life, your philosophies, and they laugh at it, or they say that's stupid, and they try to debunk you. Because it seems like someone who they're drinking, so they're a little bit more loose, right? But they are actually smart, but it's just maybe they're a smart ass, and so they say something that's really offensive, or say something that really ticks you off, and you're not down for that. Yeah, and then it's like all of that Princess of Cups energy, excuse me, all of that calm romantic shit is like thrown out the window, and you're like, wait, what? Excuse me? Ooh, all right, so I'm seeing a lot of spice here, a lot of spice. What is it that ticks you off about what this person has said? What exactly ticked Capricorn off in the end of September? King of Wands. So they may be very promiscuous, or said something about your past, your sexual history, or even could be that this person, they're over trying, what's the word? They're trying to get to you sexually, and you're not ready for that, or you feel as though that's all that they wanted. It's something like that. Definitely sex related is what I'm feeling. It could also be an idea that you have, like a vision that you see for your future, and they say something that really ticks you off about it. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm feeling called to get for that part. Now let's see, like, how is this person showing up at the end of September? I can see that they're being an asshole, but like, was this them the whole time, or is this just them when they drink, or did you guys just hit it off at the right transit, and then by the time, you know, that transit moved on, you guys realized you didn't like each other? Like, what is this? Work. Okay, so they have Capricorn energy again. It's almost like you've met someone who gave you a taste of your own medicine. Like, if you're really sarcastic, I feel like this person is sarcastic. I also feel like they have a goal that they're trying to obtain with you, and it could definitely just be sex or something. Like, maybe you see that that's really all that they wanted, and it offends you or something like that. Okay. So what I wanted to know for this situation is, like, what is going to be the outcome from it? And we got the Hangman. It came out reverse, okay, but I'm gonna flip it back to its normal way and then change. So I kind of feel like you're moving on, like, away from this person, or like it shifts how you view them, or you see that they were not who they really were, or you get a feeling that this is not the right route for you. For some of you, it could be a positive outcome, but I do feel like this is going to make you see that this is not what you wanted. It changes your mind on the decision that you made. And you may make a decision moving forward because of this situation as well. Yeah, you're going to go into something new. You're like, this was cool and all for what it was, but now that I see what this really is, I'm moving on to something different. I think it'll help you actually discover what you truly want from a relationship. Or if you're even, dating, whatever the case is, friendships, it shows you something. it teaches you a lesson about what red flags are, so that you aren't just jumping into things too quickly, okay? I think you share too much information about yourself, though. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. And it kind of made it to where you're like, you know what, you served your purpose. Let's just go ahead and move forward. I'm not going to, like, we don't have to do this, because you don't like them. Like, whatever they said, it showed you their true colors, and you're like, ew, like, you're an asshole. You're a smart ass, but not the good kind. But they did teach you a very specific thing about yourself as a Capricorn. I feel like it's going to be something that really relates to you and how you want to be seen, how you want to be respected. It could have something to do with money as well. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. All right, so last but not least, let's go ahead and look into the Oracle message for all of September. What did we learn here today? Mental conflict, the number 2. So you finally made a decision. Now, the problem with this decision is that, one, it took really, really long, okay? So when you could have been making movements to decide what you wanted your decision to be, you were contemplating. You weren't making any movements. And then you finally do, and then you feel like, damn it, maybe I made the wrong decision. Now, what I feel like this card is trying to tell us for your specific September, sometimes it's better to go out there and make a decision and take action and see that that's not what you wanted, rather than just sitting and not making any movements at all. I'll repeat that. Sometimes it's better to physically get out there and see that something is not what you wanted, so you can learn from experience, rather than just making up what ifs in your head and then not making any movements at all. Okay? And so that's a really interesting concept. It's almost like, okay, even if this shit didn't work out for you, the beauty behind all of it is that you actually made a decision to try something new, to do something, to take action, Capricorn. And that's something that I feel like is a new way for you to do things. I feel like you are just now tapping into your own energy in that way, that cardinal energy, making changes via changing it up how you move, doing something different, going an opposite way. And I feel like it may not be the best outcome as far as like who this person is that you gave a try, but I do feel like this was a learning curve for you, so that when you do start to make more movements, you'll have an opportunity to go towards something better for you. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so that's the end of your tarot reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I had a ball reading for you, and I hope I was able to give you a lot of descriptive details, because I feel like I was seeing a lot of details of who this person is, okay? I feel like September, obviously it is Virgo season, and then it'll transition into Libra season. But I feel like this is a very big moment for you, as far as this whole September is dedicated to you just like trial and error type of energy. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.